All right, guys, so I am gone today. I'm gone on soccer. So I just want to run through really quickly how to balance those that we never got to take up on Thursday. So if you're good with balancing, if you're not having any problems with the assignment, you can skip this. If you're stuck, I'm going to walk you through some of the common problems that you can have balancing. So first thing, let's do a count of our atoms here. So I have zinc on this side. I have 1 zinc. I have zinc on this side. I have 1 zinc. So I'm good for zinc. Sulfur, I have 1 on this side. Sulfur, I have 1 on this side. So I'm good for sulfur. Oxygen, I have 2 on this side. And I have 3 on this side. So that's going to be my problem. Now, a lot of you are going to be tempted to try to add oxygen to this side because that's the one that you have the lower number. However, if you notice over here, I have an odd number of oxygen. So there's no number that you can put in front of this 2 that's going to make this odd. So the trick here, what you want to do is you want to make this side, you want to make this number even. How do you make that even? You put a 2 in front. All right, so if I put a 2 in front, I now have 4 oxygens on this side, but I now have 2 zincs. So I want to go ahead, I want to put a 2 in front of here. I now have 2 zincs, but I also have 2 sulfurs, right? So I want to go ahead and I want to put a 2 in front of here. I now have 2 sulfurs, but I also now have 6 oxygens. So now I want to go ahead and put a 3 in front of here, and I'm balanced. So 2 zinc, 2 zinc, 2 sulfur, 2 sulfur, 6 oxygen, 6 oxygen. So this one is considered to be balanced. Okay, open up a new screen here. So our next equation was FeS2 plus chlorine gas is going to give me P2Cl3 plus, why do I always just squeeze it in? Okay, okay, so let's count our atoms really quickly. So on this side, I have 1 iron. On this side, I have 2 irons. On this side, I have 2 sulfurs. On this side, I have 2 sulfurs as well. On this side, I have 2 chlorines, and on this side, I have 5 chlorines. So same idea, it's going to be that odd number of chlorines that's going to be your problem. Okay, so first of all, let's try to take care of that iron. So I have 2 irons on the right, 1 iron on the left, so let's go ahead and put a 2 in front of there, right? So if I put a 2 in front of there, I now have 2 irons here, but I also have 4 sulfurs. So your next reaction should be, okay, let's put a 2 in front of here, right? So I now have 4 sulfurs, and I now have 2 more chlorines, so I now have 7 chlorines, right? Okay, so again, it's that odd number of chlorines that's going to be the problem, right? So what you want to do is you want to try to make the chlorine even. So what's kind of messing me up here is this Cl3. So let's go ahead and let's put a 2 in front of here, okay? So if I put a 2 in front of here, I have 10 chlorines overall, right? 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 2 times 2 is 4, right? Now my issue is though that I also have 4 oxygens, or 4 irons, so I have to change this number. So I can't have a 2 here anymore. I want to put a 4 here. That means my irons are good, but it's also going to change my sulfurs. So I now have 8 sulfurs. So I have to go back here, change this 2 to a 4. That's going to give me 8 sulfurs, right? So my iron is good, my sulfur is good. Now I just have to check my chlorine. So I have 4 times 2 chlorines is going to be 8, plus 2 times 3 is 6. I'm going to have 14 chlorines overall. What number can I put in front of Cl2 to make 14? I can put 7, and that's going to leave me with 14. So let's check and make sure we're right. So 4 irons, 4 irons. 8 sulfurs, 8 sulfurs, 14 chlorines, 14 chlorines, so I'm good. So let's just rewrite this so it looks a little better. I have 4 FeS2 plus 7Cl2 gives me 2Fe2Cl3 plus 4S2Cl2. Okay, let's do our last one really quick, guys, a little bit easier. Okay, so FeCl3 plus MgO gives me Fe2O3 plus MgCl2. Just enough room again. Can you see that too? Kind of, right? Okay, let's rewrite this one. Let's squeeze this last bit in a little bit better. Okay. Plus MgCl2. Slightly better. Okay, let's count our atoms really quickly. So I have 1 on this side, and I have 2 irons on this side. So already I'm not balanced. For my chlorines, I have 3 on this side, and I only have 2 on this side. For my magnesiums, I have 1 on this side, and I have 1 on this side, so I'm good for that. My oxygens, I have 1, and I have 3. Okay, so let's start with my irons. If I put a 2 in front of here, that leaves me with 2 irons. It also leaves me with 6 chlorines. So let's go ahead and put a 3 in front of here. That's going to leave me with 6 chlorines, which is good, but it's also going to leave me with 3 magnesiums. So let's put a 3 in front of here. This is going to leave me with 3 magnesiums. It's also going to leave me with 3 oxygens, and I'm balanced. So 2, 2 for iron, 6, 6 for chlorine, 3, 3 for magnesium, and 3, 3 for oxygen.